Zakir Khan rose to fame after winning Comedy Central's India's Best Stand-Up Comedian in 2012. He gained more popularity after working closely with AIB's news show On Air with AIB. Zakir's USP is his language, keeping topics light, and his constant attempt to console himself about never wooing a girl. He has his own show on Amazon Prime titled Say Single. He is the top stand-up comedians. Upmanyu's USP is his reliability. He is a native of Delhi but is currently settled in Mumbai to pursue stand-up comedy. This combination of residencies allows him to bring out the reality of traveling and living in both cities using humorous analogies and stark poker faces. Having studied chemical engineering, many of his jokes tickle the funny bones of our large population of engineers in India. He talks about common topics such as breakups, respecting elders and discrimination in India, making it funny and eye-opening at the same time. The IIT graduate Biswa grew famous after his show on YouTube called Pretentious Movie Reviews, which you should definitely check out. Apart from his stand-up, after leaving his corporate job at Oracle, Biswa took to stand-up and often talks about the IIT and work-life issues. He has done multiple individual shows such as Biswa in Your Face and Biswa Must Add Me, as well as hosted and appeared at various AIB shows. Subramanian rose to fame after being part of a hit YouTube comedy channel Random Chikadam. He appeared in many AIB shows as a supporting actor before he received his own show on Amazon Prime special Upmanyu. He explains the illogicality that pertains in our society in the most humorous way possible. His delivery style of punches in a slow and morbid way and steals the show. Kanan and Biswa, above mentioned, did Pretentious Movie Reviews together and post that Kanan received immense love from the Indian audience. At the beginning of his stand-up career, he contributed greatly to a Comedy Central sketch program called The Living Room. Kanan's sense of humor is unbeatable. An MBA and engineer by qualification. Amit Tandon aka The Married Guy started comedy just as a hobby, but his observational comedy, which is reflection of contemporary style, made him connect with the audiences. His viral videos have crossed a whopping 100 million views across the social media platforms. He is one of the 3 Indian comedians on Netflix. The mega-hit comedy event series Comedians of the World made him steal the spotlight on the global platform as he took the stage by storm. With relatable humorous content and superlative style of narrative, Amit Tandon is surely going to be staying for long. From being a lawyer, a upskill aspirant, to opening a food business with friends, to eventually ending up on stage as a stand-up comedian. Anubhav Singh's journey has been equivalent to that of a roller coaster. In fact, his humor theme constantly revolves around his career choices. His first video, cheating on YouTube, went viral, and then there was no looking back. He, with his simple way of narration and themes based on everyday life, has become an instant hit among the audiences, and people are always looking forward for more from this talented man. So a comedian, musician and filmmaker who has toured the world as a stand-up comedian and released multiple comedy specials. It all began in 2014, where he wrote and directed a season of The Living Room. He started making his own films at age 15 and had directed 12 shorts and 2 feature films by age 23. He produced content for his YouTube channel through his own production studio called Superhuman Studio Z. Chai Time with Kenny is a monthly live video blog that Kenny uses as a platform to discuss everyday topics over a cup of chai. Stand-up wasn't even a scene in India when Varda was already breaking records in the scene. This guy not only showed India what being a funny bone meant, But he also taught the urban Indian how laughing on oneself was the best form of comedy that one could fall in love with. Before Veer made it big in the comedy world, it was all oldies and the young were restricted to laughing at the jokes of that one guy in the group, who cracked the funniest jokes. An electrical engineering graduate from IIT Bombay. The Cool Goyal is a pioneer of clean comedy with his content based on simple themes which he molds into his way and narrates in his style that brings out the hilarity. His observational comedy, improvisational comedy and satires are always on point. In fact, due to his observational comedy he is often called as Indian Seinfeld.